Imagine waking up to the hiss of hundreds of snakes slithering through the sand all around you. That's exactly what happened when Mark, who had been terrified of snakes his entire life, washed ashore after a violent shipwreck. The island was alive, a writhing mass of scales and fangs, every step a deadly gamble. Mark's heart pounded as venomous serpents flicked their tongues and coiled around trees nearby. He wanted to scream, to run, but there was nowhere to go. As night fell, the jungle echoed with sinister rustling sounds that sent chills down his spine. Mark built a shaky shelter from driftwood, keeping his eyes wide open, praying for morning to come. Hunger gnawed at him, but every coconut or berry seemed guarded by yet another snake. He forced himself to study their movements, learning which were aggressive and which kept their distance. Slowly, his terror turned to determination and careful strategy. On the third day, Mark spotted a rescue plane overhead. He quickly lit a smoky fire, waving frantically with all his might. Against all odds, he was spotted and saved. Mark left the island forever changed, his greatest fear conquered, and a new strength found within. Subscribe to my channel.
Imagine stumbling onto a website where the world's most notorious serial killers connect, share secrets, and select their next victims, all hidden deep within the dark web shadows. For years, this chilling network operated in silence, exchanging cryptic codes and horrifying images that sent shivers down the spine. But everything changed when a brave group of survivors, fueled by their own trauma and determination, infiltrated the site. Posing as members, they risked everything to gather irrefutable evidence. What they uncovered was more disturbing than any horror movie, a vast global web of evil stretching from city to city, continent to continent, linking killers in a sinister alliance. Yet these survivors refused to back down. With the help of skilled cybercrime experts, they traced the masterminds, exposed their true identities, and handed over the damning evidence to authorities worldwide. The dark website was finally dismantled and its creators brought to justice. Against all odds, hope and courage triumphed over terror. Subscribe to my channel for more unbelievable true stories.
Imagine waking up to a world where everyone you know has vanished, replaced by prowling shadows and glowing crimson eyes. That's the terrifying reality for Mia, the last child left in a world overtaken by vampires. Her tiny footsteps echo through empty, abandoned streets, every corner hiding a lurking nightmare. The vampires hunt relentlessly at night, their hunger insatiable, their senses razor-sharp. Mia survives by staying silent, slipping through secret passages only children would know, playground tunnels, crawl spaces beneath houses, hidden attics. Her heart pounds with every creak, every whisper of movement in the darkness. But Mia is clever and brave. She discovers the vampires cannot enter sacred ground, so she makes an old church her sanctuary. Through stained glass windows, she watches the monsters prowl outside, but they cannot reach her. Days turn into weeks. She finds canned food, collects rainwater, and clings to hope. One early dawn, a helicopter appears, its searchlight piercing the gloom. Mia runs to the roof, waving frantically. The rescuers see her, and for the first time in a long while, she smiles. The nightmare is finally over. She is safe. Subscribe to my channel.
Stop scrolling if you dare. Imagine a woman who's petrified of clowns, forced to work at a traveling circus infamous for its haunted past. Each night as darkness falls, she senses unseen eyes watching from behind the faded, tattered curtains. The eerie laughter of clowns echoes through empty tents, but when she looks, there's no one there. In the shadowy corners, grotesque painted faces leer from the gloom, their smiles impossibly wide and frozen in sinister grins. One night, the circus lights flicker violently, plunging her into complete pitch black. Footsteps shuffle closer, slow and deliberate, and a cold, gloved hand suddenly brushes her shoulder. Heart pounding wildly, she bolts, only to find herself trapped in a ring of clowns, their eyes hollow and soulless, faces twisted in nightmarish expressions. Just as terror threatens to consume her, she recalls her mother's words. Face your fear and it loses its power. Summoning every ounce of courage, she steadies her trembling voice and confronts the clowns. Slowly, the illusion shatters. The circus falls silent. The ghosts vanish into thin air. She's free at last. Her fear dissolves, replaced by newfound strength and peace. The haunted circus holds no more nightmares for her. Subscribe to my channel. Stop scrolling. Imagine discovering a door in your basement that wasn't there just yesterday. That's exactly what happened to Mia and her little brother, Ethan. The door was old, covered in thick dust and ice cold to the touch. When they finally opened it, a chilling wind swept through, revealing a spiral staircase descending into complete darkness. Each step creaked loudly beneath their feet. Shadows flickered on the damp walls, and glowing eyes seemed to watch from every corner. They heard faint whispers, soft, sorrowful cries echoing from deep below. Suddenly, ghostly hands reached out toward them, but Mia grabbed Ethan's hand tighter, refusing to let go. She remembered old tales of lost souls searching for kindness and help. Instead of running, Mia spoke gently, promising to free them. The spirits calmed, revealing they were trapped by a powerful curse. With courage and determination, the siblings found an ancient locket lying on the cold floor. As Ethan snapped it shut, a warm golden light filled the room, breaking the curse at last. The ghost smiled gratefully before fading away, finally at peace. Mia and Ethan hurried back upstairs, and when they looked back, the door had vanished as mysteriously as it appeared. Though the door was gone, their bond and bravery remained stronger than ever. For more stories like this, subscribe to my channel. Imagine digging deep into the desert, your heart pounding with every shovel of sand, when suddenly your spade hits stone. You found a hidden entrance, sealed for centuries. Legends claim this is the tomb of a cursed pharaoh, a place so haunted that even the bravest fear to enter. As you descend into the darkness, ancient hieroglyphs glare from the walls, and a chill sweeps the air. Shadows seem to move on their own. You step inside, flashlight trembling, and spot a series of mummified guardians, their faces twisted in eternal agony. Suddenly, a gust of icy air slams the door shut. Your breath quickens. Is the curse real? You hear whispers echoing through the chamber, and the floor beneath you shakes. But as you approach the sarcophagus, the horror fades. The whispers reveal a secret. The tomb was designed to protect, not destroy. The curse is a myth, an illusion to ward off thieves. As sunlight streams in through a hidden shaft, you discover priceless treasures in a peaceful resting pharaoh. You leave unharmed and grateful. Like and subscribe to my channel for more amazing adventures.
Picture this. Above a burning Earth, two figures float in the eerie silence of the International Space Station. One is an American astronaut, the other a Russian cosmonaut. Suddenly, their home countries launch nuclear war. Orders crackle over the radio. Each is commanded to eliminate the other. The station's corridors twist into a maze of shadows, every hiss of escaping air a potential threat. Tools once meant for science now feel like weapons in trembling hands. Their eyes lock across the lab, haunted by fear, duty, and disbelief. Tension thickens as they drift through the cramped modules, the horror of destruction below pressing on their minds. But as hours stretch into endless silence, something shifts. The vast loneliness of space sinks deep into their souls. They realize they are the last hope for humanity's future, not its destruction. Instead of violence, they share a silent truce, then a cautious handshake, then a simple meal. The horror lifts. Two enemies become allies, bound by survival and hope. Together, they send a message to Earth. Peace is possible, even in the darkest times. Subscribe to my channel for more incredible stories.
Picture this. You open your eyes and the familiar comfort of your bedroom is shattered by a silhouette looming above you. It's not just any stranger. It's a hobo clown. His battered hat is tipped forward, casting a shadow over painted eyes that never blink. The faded red smile on his face twists into something sinister in the half-light. You freeze, heart pounding so loud you fear he'll hear it. The air is thick with the scent of old cigarettes and grease paint. He doesn't move, just stares as if waiting for you to speak first. Every instinct screams to run, but your limbs feel paralyzed. You try to find your voice, but only a whisper escapes. "Who are you?" The clown's lips part. and his voice is gravelly yet oddly gentle. "Don't be afraid, I'm just passing through." He reaches out, slow and deliberate. You flinch, bracing for the worst, but he only picks up a small, forgotten toy from your nightstand, a childhood relic you'd thought was lost. With a knowing nod, the hobo clown steps back, melting into the shadows. Suddenly, you're alone again, questioning whether you ever truly woke up at all. Imagine your phone rings at midnight, shattering the silence of your quiet home. You answer expecting a wrong number, but the voice on the other end is unmistakably your own. Older, trembling, desperate. "Listen to me," she pleads urgently. "You're in danger. There's a killer outside your door, right now." Panic seizes you. Every shadow in your home suddenly feels alive, every creak amplified. As you glance toward the front door, your heart stops. Muddy footprints lead up the porch, footprints you didn't make. The voice urges you to lock every window, bolt the doors, and hide in the closet. You obey, heart pounding, breath shallow, hands shaking. Through the crack in the closet door, you see a dark figure pass by your window, searching, cold and methodical. Minutes stretch endlessly as the intruder tries every locked door and window, frustrated by your preparation. Suddenly, flashing blue and red lights illuminate the street outside. The killer flees into the night. You hear your future self whisper, "You did it. You changed your fate." Relief floods over you like a wave. You step out, safe and grateful, realizing you've been given a second chance at life. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel for more spine-chilling stories with a twist. Imagine sitting down for dinner with your family, only to realize they're not who they say they are. That's exactly what happened to 12-year-old Max one stormy night. As thunder rattled the windows, his mom served him stew with an odd metallic smell that made his stomach twist. His dad's smile stretched just a little too wide, and his sister's eyes reflected the flicker of the lights in a way that made Max's skin crawl. Suddenly, they all turned their heads at the same unnatural angle and spoke in perfect unison, asking if he liked his meal. Max's heart pounded as he noticed their fingers were too long, their voices echoing with a strange, hollow ring that chilled him to the bone. Panicked, he dropped his spoon, and the room fell deathly silent. Just as Max backed away, a blinding flash filled the room, and his real family appeared in the doorway, dazed but unharmed. The alien shimmered, then vanished into thin air, leaving only a trail of cold mist behind. Max hugged his parents tight, tears of relief streaming down his face, grateful to have them back safe and sound. Sometimes, the scariest moments can end with the happiest reunions. Subscribe to my channel